Welcome back to Shaving Down Under. I'm Doug. Doesn't look like it, but it is. It's New Year's Eve. And we're going to have a New Year's Eve shave. And a quick shout out to all my subscribers, who've all the new ones who've jumped on board, and all the people that have come along with the ride with me, who subscribed a couple of years ago and are still with me. This shave's for you. So you're thinking, Doug, what are we going to shave with today? Well, we'll get a new one. This is a modern shaving cream. Don't know the correct pronunciation, but I believe it's LEA. That's how I would pronounce it. LEA? It's got to be LEA. Looked on the box, looks like it's made in Spain. Just drop a comment if you have used this and what you think about it. I figure, you know, it's going to be a decent shaving cream. Let's get inside the box. Ooh, that's a pretty cool looking tube. That does look nice, doesn't it? I like it. And because it's a scent of sandalwood and moss. I have no idea about moss, but I do know about sandalwood. So I'd have to be a mug if I wasn't going to use this for the aftershave. And yes, sometimes I'm a mug, but not on this occasion. And what else? We're teaming it up. We're going with the Diplomat again. Love this razor. What a little cracker it is. And in it, I'm using a Lord Classic blade. So this will be the second shave of the blade. I cracked it out on Wednesday, and I did a really good job. Just a quick two-pass shave because I'm running late for work with the bell tube. Okay, I'm going to lather up and we'll get this shave on the road. Okay, so you can see there I've got quite a nice... Oops. That's what happens when you don't look at what you're doing. Got a very good lather, like huge. And I got a nice lather on the bowl, and then had to get it going on my face a bit, but we're there now and it's very nice. So what are you up to tonight? New Year's Eve, are you going out? Are you staying home to keep away from the crowds? What are your plans? Party at your place? Me, well, my partner booked us a table at a French restaurant here in Adelaide. And her sister's coming along. Not sure if her nephew is as well. Maybe. Young lad. Strange young lad. He's only like 13 or 14 tops. Enjoys restaurants. He lives out in the country, like a straight 3-hour drive away from Adelaide. And his favourite restaurant's a Greek restaurant, Taverna. He loves it. Could be worse. He could be loving drugs. You know, alcohol. Something not good for him. Has to be a good thing. We never went, when we were kids, you know, we never went to restaurants. We were that broke. It wasn't until we got into maybe our early teenage years a big fancy dinner was McDonald's. That's the truth. Like, we ate pretty well. Mum was just a very basic cook. But, you know, we always had meat, we always had vegetables, bit of fruit. I had a bit of garbage in between, but, you know, all the meals were decent meals, you know. And we ate the vegetables, because if we didn't eat the vegetables, we starved. And the old man would have went off. So I still love my vegetables. I love my Brussels sprouts. Love cabbage. Cabbage is fantastic. Cauliflower, I really enjoy cauliflower. Pumpkin. Peas, beans. Beans I don't mind. If I never had a bean again, I wouldn't care. But I don't dislike beans. Corn. Most people love corn, don't they? So yeah, so we're going out for dinner, French restaurant. That's going to be at 8:30, the booking's for. And I think they want us cleared out by around 10:30, or to be starting to move out by 10:30, which is fair enough. And there'll be fireworks in the city, I believe, like usual. But I think we're shooting through. We're not going to worry about that. And we'll come back to my place, our place. For a bottle of bubbles. Sit out the back, and usually there's someone in the surrounding suburbs with illegal fireworks that they'll let off, and we sit back and watch that. Then I'll attempt to go to bed around before 1 a.m. and then get up at stupid o'clock at 4 a.m. and watch the mighty Seagulls playing Arsenal. So Arsenal are the favourites. We do love to give Arsenal a run for their money, and so I think we can win. You know, our teams, it's just about every club around the planet, no matter the football code. They all have bogey teams. Each club has a bogey team. And for Arsenal, in recent years, that bogey team's been Brighton. So I'm just fingers crossed that that trend keeps up. Like, I'd love a win. That'd be magnificent. But I'll be happy with 1 point if we get a draw. So it's going to be my New Year's Eve. So let me know in the comments what you're up to. Starting a new job next week. Car hire. My first day is Tuesday the 3rd. My brother works for the company. And he's going, mate, you should ring up and pull a sickie. I'm going, I can't pull a sickie on my first day. And he goes, mate, the outlet they're taking you to is flat out. You're not going to learn nothing. It's pointless you're going. So that should be pretty interesting. It's a 10-hour shift. So I'm either going to sit there for 10 hours pulling my put, or they'll find something for me to do. Should be interesting. But I need the money. I need the money desperately. I just got the message. The missus is on her way. She's leaving Bordertown. She'll be here in probably about 3.5 hours' time. I've got enough time to do the shopping. I've got a vacuum. I've got a vacuum. I don't want to say that too loud in case she hears. But I've got a vacuum all around the house before she gets here with the sister. I'm watering all the plants, all of her garden. Because if I don't do that, it's going to be a horrible night. She'll be spewing. So I'm pretty much done that. I'm all over that. What else do I got to do? Take some stuff out of the dishwasher and put some stuff in. And I was going to wash some clothes. I'll do that as well. I'll squeeze that in as well. I can do it. All you fellas, you've got to have faith in me that I can do it. Otherwise, I just want a happy life. Happy life tonight. Then I can go into tomorrow morning, get up early, watch Brighton win. That'd be nice. All right, let's go to the basics. I really like these blades. And blades are horses for courses for every one of us. So you might go, oh, Doug says these are really good. I'll buy a pack and they cut you up. Well, I hope they don't. So if you do want to experiment with some blades, there's about 5 or 6 in the Lord stable. But the classic here have been really nice. This is a second shave and no nicks at all. No nicks. So I'm really happy with these. I might have to buy a few more. And of course a Diplomat. Well, look at that. That's such a beautiful razor. you can find one cheap. This won't be cheap. This was new old stock, so it wasn't cheap, but you can pick these up cheaper. So if you find one, grab it. Go back to this brush here as well. I think these are called a gel ends. Someone let me know what these are all about, because they dry out really hard and bristly, but it's a nice soft shave once you hydrate it. Very nice. Love the handle. Very nice. This will be one I'll be keeping. Okay, let's get down to the star of the show, and the LEA shaving cream, or if you want, I think that's probably the Spanish version. Yeah, it's good stuff. I suspect it's a little bit more expensive than normal, and I'm only basing that on what the tube is made out of. I think if it was made out of just a standard plastic tube, it would be quite cheap. It'd just be a cheap under $10 job, and I'll say that under $10 Australian. So let's just say, well, the Aussie dollar is almost a Banana Republic peso, so maybe about $7.50 USD. Let's just say $7 USD if it was a plastic tube. So that's what makes me suspect it might be worth a bit more than that. So I will have to check that up online. As far as I know, you can't buy this stuff in Australia. So I had to buy it online and ship it to my friend in the States, and then got it shipped all over to Australia. So my Australian friends, subscribers, you'll probably just have to take the hit, and if you're really interested, and buy it from overseas. But it is a good shave. The scent was really nice. It was a sandalwood moss scent. It wasn't, it had a little bit to it, like there was a hint of eucalyptus, but that's the only way I can describe it. But it was mainly sandalwood, and it's a nice scent, and a nice shave. All right, well, let's finish it off with absolute class. And this stuff is the bee's knees as far as I'm concerned. New Year's Day here is going to be about 36 degrees. That's just a touch under 100 Fahrenheit. And then it cools down after that. I love that sandalwood scent. Okay, thanks for sticking around. And Happy New Year to you all. I hope 2023, let's just face it, the last 2 odd years have just been a debacle. 2020, 2021, they were just shockers. This year was getting better. 2022 wasn't too bad. But let's just, 2023, let's just get back on course. Get it all together again. Just have a good year. Wouldn't that be great? And a lot of health and wealth for all my subscribers and viewers. That'd be perfect. A lot of health and wealth for me as well, especially the wealth part. You know what I'm going to do? Off track. But there's a site here in Australia that lets you bet on lotto all around the world. So I'm going to have a small crack at that big draw in America. Be able to buy some cracker razors then if I won that, I can tell you. Wouldn't have to resell all my soaps. I would. Because what the hell am I going to do with 150, 200 soaps? Which some fellas have got. Some crazy amounts. Anyway, I'm going to run. I've bored you enough. And I hope you have a great evening on New Year's Eve. And, you know, great feed and great drink and great times. Whether that means you're partying like you think you're still 18, or you're sitting at home just having it quiet, just keeping out of the mayhem. And I can understand that. It's good when you were young. Okay, people, take care, and we'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.